Hello world. I mentioned it many times before on my channel, but if you're new here, I just opened up my own brick and mortar small business. And I have eventual goals to create a Python program that can automate and control most of the small business functions. And this is the 6th video in my small business automation playlist. And now, while you don't have to technically watch all the other videos, this is its own individual video. You can watch that playlist by clicking here. But today, specifically, I'll be connecting my QuickBooks API, and it'll be for a Sandbox environment, not my real business. And we're going to be using Python to connect to it. So let's check it out now. But first, welcome to the 183rd video on my channel, where I'm building my own digital assistant named Shane, like Jarvis from the Iron Man movies and comics. Please consider subscribing, liking this video, and leave a comment if you're automating something in your business. Alright, so we need to do this in steps. And so the first thing we're going to do is go to this GitHub right here, and I'll leave a link in the description. But this person right here has created this QB Python library for us to connect to the QuickBooks API. So what we're going to do is go here to code, and right here we're going to copy that. Then we're going to go to Pycharm, assuming you're using Pycharm. We're going to go to VCS, and then we're going to go to create Git Repository. So we're going to go to VCS, then get from version control. Make sure version control says Git. Make sure the URL is blank and type it in right here. Now I can't create this because it will, I've already done this. So go ahead and press clone, and it will import this library for you, this GitHub for you, and it should open up in a README like this. Go ahead and close that out. And now you have all the projects of this QB Python in your Pycharm projects folder. Okay, so now that we've done that, the next thing we need to do is download the requirements. So if you go to the requirements, like a good Pycharm library, it has all the requirements here. So you can go to Tools, and then Sync Python Requirements. And then once you press that, it's going to inspect each one. And then in Pycharm, I'm not going to do it because I don't want to duplicate the libraries I've already installed. It's going to give you a thing that's saying these are good, install the packages. And today is the 20th of July, and it still worked. So I'm hoping it works for you, but this has all the proper versions, so it should stand the test of time depending on when you're watching this. Alright, after we're done installing the requirements, it should say installation packages complete. Then we're going to have to go and we have to go to Intuit Developer. Alright, and so you can go ahead and click this first one, this developer.intuit.com, or this Intuit developer login, whatever shows up first. And you can create an Intuit developer account. So these are the instructions on how to sign up right here. I've already done this, so I'm going to sign in. Okay, so after you've developed the developer account, you can go to Dashboard and create an app. So you're going to do this one right here. Call it something. I clicked on both of those and pressed Create App. Then it will ask you some more questions. Just fill it all in. And then eventually you'll have something like this right here. This app name, I called it personal project. All right, and then you can just click dashboard to see it's there. And once it's there, you can go ahead and click on it. And so we have two settings here, right? Development settings and production settings. So you can go to keys and credentials. And here it'll say, here's some keys for you. And what I recommend doing is view Sandbox companies. And so if you don't have this already, you're going to have to create your own company, your Sandbox company. This is the name of my Sandbox company here. All right. So go ahead and create your own Sandbox company. And then you can go to this, but you don't have to. This was just something I did so I can play around with it before I put in my own company's information. So, you know, as long as you have a QuickBooks account, then you don't have to set up a Sandbox company. But if you don't have anything, then you will need to set up a Sandbox company. And after you're done setting up the Sandbox company, you can go to here, this OAuth 2.0 Playground. All right, so here are the playgrounds. Now this is all Sandbox, so I'm going to show you my API keys. And now let's go back to Pycharm and close out the requirements tab. Now we're going to open the constants tabs. And what you'll see is a couple constants. So first you'll see client secrets, and it's asking you for an ID and a secret. So we're in the OAuth playground. So get your authorization code. So this is my real company. So we're going to just click on the Sandbox, which is fake. And now you're given the client ID and client secret. So go ahead and copy this client ID and replace it here. Right? I've already done this. Same with the client secret. Copy and paste that here. Replace whatever the original had. Leave the redirect URI there. This is correct as of 20 July 2022. And leave the environment as Sandbox, assuming you're not logging into your real company. Now, we're going to click on all the scopes. And then we're going to click Get Authorization Code. All right, so now if you scroll down here, you'll see that we have an authorization code and a realm ID. So move this authorization code down here to authorization code. This realm ID, copy that, put it as an integer here. This realm ID has to be an integer. All right, next it's going to ask you for a refresh token. So let's go ahead and press Get Tokens. Scroll down. All right, so now you have more stuff. So now scroll all the way down, and now you have a refresh token. So let's copy and paste that. I think I did not do the authorization code. So let's do that live together. Okay, so we just did the refresh token down here. So the library is not in order of the steps here. Then it's going to ask you for the realm ID as a string this time. So you can find that here, or you can go up one more, but these are the same. So go ahead and copy and paste this time as a string. And then we have this super long one right here. Let's see if I can go to the end and delete that. Okay. And now your access token is right here. This is a large one. And there you go, copy and paste it. It looks like I did something wrong here. Oh, I accidentally deleted this right here. All right. There we go. So now we have our access token, which is down here at the very bottom. All right, now that we have all those constants together, we can go to main and leave all of this the way it is, and all we're going to do is print our response and print the name of our so we won't have customer data, right? We don't print the customer data, so we're just going to print the response and print our company name. So let's run this main. There you go. It says response equals 200, which is the successful response code. My company name is Sandbox Company US1. And then it gives me all my company's info. So we could we can get customer data and payment data, but I have none because this is a fake account. But what I'm going to do in future videos is publish some fake data on the Sandbox account, and then we're going to look at that data and maybe create our own charts and our own dashboard. Or you can even execute items like push out an invoice or accept sales receipts. So we'll explore all of that. I would love a Python program that does some of the small things. QuickBooks is very powerful, but there are some small things I would love to automate. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you. Please subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching. Goodbye, world.